when T-Black got knocked in Virginia and needs bail, but the crew is down 2 keys, and Poppy is blowing up the jack for that re-up money, but Wiz blew trial and went OT with all the cash and the dope. Yeah, we know about that too. Hello, America, FBI and CIA agents, and fellow cult members. I'm Dubrava. Hip-hop turned 50 this year, and during the predictable year-long slate of festivals, arena shows, stadium extravaganzas, and underwhelming award show tribute segments, it's fairly easy to come to an obvious conclusion. Hip-hop is dead. I mean, not really a hot take or a big deal, right? Doo-wop is dead. Jazz is dead. Rock and roll is dead. But the question arises to, why is hip-hop dead and who killed it? Well, one of the factors is the rise of a corporate mishmash of whiny, emo Canadian TV actors crossed with a legion of malnourished, neurotic failed gang members with daddy issues who steal prescription medication out of their grandmother's purses. There no longer exists the direct alpha energy of, say, an Ice Cube or 50 Cent or Chuck D, but a more indirect beta energy, reminiscent of, say, an emo Steve Urkel performing a cosplay of Trinity from The Matrix. Which leads me to the seething soliloquy that's been simmering in my head, directed at hip-hop's current stable of industry handlers and their corporate overlords. We know. What do I mean by we know? Well, we know. Let me explain myself. Let's take it back. When I first heard 50 Cent's song in the club on my local Top 40 radio station, I quickly ran out and purchased a copy of the album. And when me and my girlfriends got tired of singing Go Shorty, It's Your Birthday on repeat for a week straight, I began to explore the other songs on the album. And let's say the mood was quite a bit different. After a few listens, I was introduced to a dark, gothic underworld where 50 rapped tales of murderous attempts on his life, feuds with vicious street rivals, early morning ambushes, robberies, setups, betrayals, unexpected double crosses, police sirens speeding to shootouts in Southside Queens, quickly detouring to stick-ups in the Baisley projects, all culminating with slow singing and flower bringing at a dusty funeral home on Linden Boulevard funded by GoFundMe and commemorative t-shirt sales. I mean, even Eminem rode shotgun as 50 jovially boasted of assassination plots targeting rival rappers like Ja Rule. Hey, people gotta die, right? Over the years, these themes were consistently recycled and reciprocated. And at the time, almost every top 40 rap song that promoted partying, affluent living, and the everlasting pursuit of vapid materialism shipped out with an accompanying album that presented itself as a New Testament street life manual, written in the cold blood of the victims of inner city violence. So yeah, we know. No, really, we know. That 3 a.m. jukes at Poppy's Stash House in Spanish Harlem where Ron hit a lick for 2 keys and tricked all the dough in Miami on strippers and custom rims? We know. That setup at the strip club, coordinated by Money Mike's baby mama, where Sha took 2 to the ribcage and survived, but they eventually murked him at the hospital? We know. The OG that just came home but won't fall back on the youngins because he still wants to play block captain, but don't realize that little Jose from uptown already has the drop on him? Yeah, we know about that too. Or when T-Black got knocked in Virginia and needs bail, but the crew is down 2 keys and Poppy is blowing up the jack for that re-up money, but Wiz blew trial and went OT with all the cash and the dope. Yeah, we know about that too. Much of this can be traced to the handlers and gatekeepers of the corporations who wrangled control of the art form from the Black inner city youth that created it. It was never meant to be this way. Hip-hop used to tell everybody's story. Hip-hop was never a monolith. But at some point, the corporate overlords only wanted one story. And here we are, 50 years later. To make matters worse, the negative archetypes of the youth that the corporations have sold to the public for decades are carefully crafted in Madison Avenue boardrooms and Santa Monica beach resorts by the people who spend their lives pulling the levers of cultural ignorance while concurrently cruising tree-lined gated communities in plush golf carts. Now, the new generation of corporate crafted rapper archetypes encapsulate their most prolific and enlightening creations to date, comprising of subgenres like drill music, where a lively new generation of hip-hop creators have taken the art form to new frontiers, widening the gap of lyricism and critical thought that far supersedes any output of their predecessors. With updated subject matter like prescription drug addictions, rampant bouts of depression and murder, and more pills and sadness, and guns and Xanax, block got me